I extend a warm welcome to our National BJP President, Sri Naga ji, back to Nagaland. Sir, thousands and thousands of party workers across the state who are joining us on live stream and telecast extend their welcome to you back to Nagaland. And we are grateful to you for the concern and the commitment you have shown towards the development and progress of Nagaland in every move, in every concern that you have shown. In your last visit and in our meetings in Delhi, your commitment towards Nagaland and the Naga people is well appreciated by all of us. I also extend a warm welcome to the Union Minister for Tribal Affairs and my two good friends, Sri Rituraj Sinhaji and Sri Nalin Kohli, who I must say have become honorary Naga citizens with all the complications and the experiences that they've had. We extend a warm welcome to the members of the national media and all sections of media who have come to Nagaland to cover this election campaign. I hope you have a wonderful Nagaland experience, and I hope that you will make democracy stronger through the role of the fourth estate in the next 2 weeks. President Sir, our relationship with the BJP goes back a long way, in fact, decades. It was in 2003, under the leadership of our Chief Minister, Mr. Nipyu Ryo, where we struck an alliance with the BJP ahead of the 2003 general elections. Against the odds and with much difficulty, we could form the government in 2003. It was the then convener of the National Democratic Alliance and the then Defense Minister, Mr. George Fernandez, who came, joined the campaign and launched our Common Minimum Program. In 2003, October to be precise, President Sir, you will recollect and you will be aware that the then Prime Minister, led Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji, visited Nagaland and stayed in Kohima for 3 days, 2 nights. He touched the hearts and souls of Naga people, won over the support of Nagas across the state. In those 3 days that he spent here, he announced 4-lane highways, youth empowerment programs, infrastructure projects, and he launched mobile connectivity in this far northeastern state. He announced development projects worth more than 1,000 crore in 2003. But most significantly, late Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji announced to the world in a mammoth civic reception at Kohima that India appreciates and understands the unique culture and heritage of the Naga people. In his interactions with Naga civil society, in his deliberations with representatives of tribal Hohos, he understood the Naga aspiration. And in his address to the Naga people, late Prime Minister Vajpayee appreciated the age-old culture and heritage of the Nagas. He highlighted the true democracy that Nagas practiced. He highlighted the tolerance of this great nation that India has been practicing for thousands of years. And he assured the Naga people that India respects all faiths. Sir, it is these gestures that he left behind and the footprints that he left behind that Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji has a special place in the hearts of the Naga people. Likewise, under the leadership of Modi ji, his development agenda, his vision of developing Nagaland and the Northeast, improving connectivity, bringing healthcare, strengthening infrastructure, and reaching every home in Nagaland has positively impacted lives in Nagaland. The relationship that Nagas have with the BJP over the years have built up from strength to strength. The signing, the decisive actions, the signing of the framework agreement, the agreed position, lifting of Armed Forces Special Powers Act in selective areas have won the confidence of the Nagas, boosted our hope and strengthened the connection between our youth and the mainstream. It is with these strong foundations, a partnership between national and regional, collaboration between Delhi and Kohima, and an alliance that is based on trust between the NDPP and the BJP that we look forward for the coming years to provide progressive government, give opportunities to Naga youth to contribute towards the nation-building process. President Sir, we are hopeful that with the support of the BJP and the national government under Prime Minister Modi ji, opportunities will be given to Naga youth. Because President Sir, our youth are energetic, they are vibrant, they are innovative, they are creative, and they are waiting for more opportunities to contribute towards India's growth. And given the opportunities, Naga youth will ensure that Nagaland emerges as a shining star and will make India shine brighter amongst the community of nations globally. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome to this campaign launch program. It is our wish It is our prayer that this alliance comes back with a thumping majority under the leadership of our Prime Minister, our Chief Minister, and our National President. Thank you for listening. God bless. Kevyu Uya, Kuknalim, Jai Hind.
The Bharatiya Janata Party, or the BJP, which has been in alliance with the NDPP under the leadership of Chief Minister Rio and our Deputy Chief Minister, Mr. Y. Patton. We believe this government has performed well over the past 5 years. We also believe that in this election, we present jointly before the people of Nagaland an opportunity to strengthen the work that has begun and that needs to be further strengthened to take Nagaland to the position that we aspire to reach, which is to be an engine of growth in itself, by itself, with opportunity for the people of Nagaland, within Nagaland, in the times to come. In terms of infrastructure, in terms of economic opportunity, in terms of sports, healthcare, and every sector. But importantly, what I wish each one of you to know is that in Delhi there's a government that cares for the Northeast. In Prime Minister Modi, we have a leader who's committed not just to the development of every Indian across the country, but specifically to the entire Northeast. As Prime Minister, Narendra Modi ji has visited the Northeast over 50 times in the last 8 odd years. And that would be the maximum visits by any Prime Minister. In fact, all Prime Ministers before him haven't visited the Northeast for a total of 50 times. So he's the only one who's visited the Northeast so much, more than all Prime Ministers put together. And his government, ministers are expected to travel, follow up, see what is happening on the ground in the aspirational districts across the country, including Nagaland, see the progress of projects, and in that context, more than 400 visits have been done by union ministers to the Northeast. Because our agenda is essentially an Act East policy. It's not just look east as it was under Prime Minister Vajpayee, which was let's start focusing on the Northeast. Now it is bring the action to the Northeast also. And that's why government after government in the Northeast are moving to become engines of growth, which in turn contribute to India or the Indian economy growing further. You can see it all around you, whether it's in Assam, Manipur, other states that are close by, and Nagaland specifically. And I believe that jointly what we have done in the last 5 years towards peace and development is something we can take further, meet the aspirations of this beautiful land, its beautiful people, and hopefully in another 5 years, when we look back, it would be a journey well commenced.
Ladies and gentlemen, on this occasion, we are greatly honored by the presence of our Honorable National President, who have come all the way from Delhi to release the Election Manifesto 2023 and to campaign for the BJP NDPP alliance to ensure victory. Sir, your visit today will have great impact for the state of Naga, especially during the general election, as we commit ourselves to carry forward the vision of our Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi ji, Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, Sabka Vishwas, and Sabka Prayas. The NDPP-BJP alliance is a popular government, has completed 5 years under the dynamic and visionary leadership of our Honorable Chief Minister, Sri Nepuriji, I would like to urge upon everyone not to lose heart, but work together with the alliance candidate and be part of the ruling government, because people of Nagaland are going to repose their faith on us. I also call upon all the BJP and NDPP officials and party workers to give out your best effort during these 2 weeks' time and work together to ensure a thumping victory with these few words. I wish all the candidates and party workers every success for the upcoming election. Thank you. Jai Hind.
I want to thank particularly Nadaji for taking time out to visit us in Nagaland and launch the BJP manifesto and also kick off the campaign for election in Nagaland, which will go for voting on 27th. I want to appreciate and thank the Honorable Prime Minister of India, Mr. Narendra Modi ji, and Sri Amit Shah ji, and of course, our beloved National BJP President JP Naga, for their faith repose on us and particularly on me. It is with your support and giving us and ensuring a firm coalition between the NDPP and BJP. Therefore, on behalf of all members of my party, I extend my sincere thanks and appreciation to the BJP and its leadership for standing together with us. Last term, we have come to the last part of our first term, where, as mentioned by my colleague, Deputy CM, Mr. Patton, we had given a stable government and took out the development agendas of the Honorable Prime Minister, who is dynamic, a visionary leader, and which have a special care for the northeastern state. In this, we had provided not only the stable government, but also a very successful tenure. We are recorded, the national assessment had mentioned that 3 consecutive years, Nagaland was rated as the best law and order state, for which I want to congratulate my colleagues also and my party men and women of NDPP and BJP. Today, as we stand together again to face the mandate, I'm sure our friendship, our alliance will go a higher step, and as mentioned, we will come back with thumping majority. This is my belief, and this is what our party men are telling us. Mr. Nadaji has been a close friend and always appreciate and his guidance and advice. I hope it will continue, and we will continue to look to you in future also, and we collectively strive and work for our people to build our people and nation. We regret to say that how much our government tried to bring the Naga political issue to find a solution, but we could not conclude. Otherwise, we were all together for Naga solution, and that was the core issue with us. Not only NDPP and BJP, but even persons from the opposition decided to join us together, the 60 members, to run an opposition-less government to show our commitment that we want solution. But that could not come about. But I hope if we continue to work with dedication and commitment, I am hopeful that solution will come to the Naga political issue. because the commitment shown by the Honorable Prime Minister and the hard work Home Minister Mr. Amit Shah is working on the solution. In this, we hope that we will create history and we will help Naga people so that Naga people will be pleased with us. Our partnership in seat sharing 40-20, it is based on trust, and our agenda is peace for development besides the Naga issue. At the top of our agenda, as mentioned, the concern is decades-old Naga issues to be resolved, because it is the crying, the voice of the people and their desire. We'll continue to work on that. NDPP BJP align is on the strong ground, and we are confident with the blessing of God and the mandate of the masses. Our combination will return to run the affairs of the state in the next term too. We believe that NDPP and BJP will come back with thumping majority, which will definitely cross 40. That is my belief, and we're working towards that. Thank you, and God bless.
In 2006 and 14, Northeast witnessed 8,700 violent events. That was Northeast. And in comparison, after 2014, the reduction has been 74%. And all this has been done under the dynamic leadership of Mr. Rio, along supported by Mr. Vai Patton, that we have to understand. If I talk about the Eklavya schools, the 270 crores were spent, but now 1,400 crores are being spent for Eklavya schools. If I talk about the tribal student expenditure, it was 11,000 crores. Now it is 42,000 crores. If I talk about the scholarships, it was 970 crores. Now it is 2,500 crores. If I talk about the tribal sub-plan, it was 21,000 crores. Now it is 86,000 crores. So you can understand how much has been focused and priority has been given for the people staying in the tribal area, and for the tribes, how much mainstreaming has been done. And Bharatiya Janata Party is a national party. And we have to understand, it is Bharatiya Janata Party which only understands the national commitment with regional aspirations. No other political party understands. And that is why, here I would like to share with you, there are many people who come from the political science background, and there are many people who have got keen interest in politics. We will have to understand that in Tamil Nadu, Congress had chief ministers like C. Rajagopalachari, Congress had leaders like Kamraj, but 60 years earlier, they were thrown off, and for the last 60 years, there's a regional party. Why? Because the national party could not understand the regional aspiration. Here also, you had a Congress party for a long time. Am I correct? But now, nowhere to be seen. Why it happened? Because the national party could not understand the regional aspirations. In West Bengal, how did TMC come and Congress party go? How could CPM come? In Uttar Pradesh, the population is 24 crores, and you don't have, other than Bharatiya Janata Party and National Party, rest are all regional parties. Mayawati, regional party; Samajwadi Party, regional party. Why? Because BJP could only understand the national commitment with regional aspirations. And here also, we, under the dynamic leadership of Prime Minister Modi, we understand with our national commitments, but we also understand the regional aspirations of the people of Naga, and we want to bring it and assimilate it and go forward, and mainstreaming has to be done. So this is what we would like to share with you. And Mr. Rio has been a very sober, very seasoned, very matured politician who has been also working as a statesman, and as he is a statesman, he has taken care of all small and big sentiments of the people of Nagaland, and we assure you full support from our side, not only during elections, but after elections also. For every times to come, we will stand by you, and we'll see that a strong Nagaland goes forward with the support of the central government, with the support of Prime Minister Modi, and under your leadership. Thank you very much for giving me a opportunity.
As I have been given the time to give vote of thanks, we thank you, Sir Nadda ji, for your presence here in Nagaland, and our Karyakartas are most grateful together with the NDPP party. We thank each and everyone who have participated here today in this NDPP BJP campaign program. We are especially thankful to my elder brother Abu Mehta, who is also the master of all the ceremonies of every program, and for his greatness and for his humility to make the BJP NDPP party work together. Thank you very much. God bless us all. Kuk Nalim and Jai Hind.